Uh-oh, no question.
Mark, you send out your pre-listing packet. If you get an appointment like the following day or something and don't have time to send it out,
I just go. Yeah, I always bring this package with me. I didn't really. What's interesting is I didn't really talk about the marketing because I didn't really think it was necessary. I mean, I didn't even talk. I mean, it's like I could tell this guy's interested. I could tell, I could tell. He said he was very direct. So it's like, fine, listed at 320. Let's go. Sign the agreement. I didn't get into the marketing, all that. We do professional photography like all of us do, and I always include a brochure and things like that. But yeah, that happens, and I just go.
I think this is powerful, right here, right? And here's the thing: if your personal resume doesn't look like this, use this with Keller Williams sales. Okay, so if you're in a specific area, apply this by all the Keller Williams sales in that area, because I think this, for me, this is a really powerful tool.
And it ain't my idea. That's a Tom Ferry. Right. All you do is you just download your sales in Excel.
There are no original ideas.
If I can do it, anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. One of the things that I've been so I'm not very good at this. I'm not a very good listing agent. About a year and a half ago, I made a decision that I was one of these agents that said, I'm a great buyer's agent. I like working with buyers better. I hate listings. They're stupid. And I've made a real conscious effort to get better at this. So thank you for indulging me. This is great. The one thing that I've been really trying to do is to try to ask questions. I heard an interview the other day with Larry King, who's done like 50,000 interviews. And he said, the moment that you stop asking questions, you lose control. And I tried to ask as many questions as I possibly could. The other thing is that you have to be present in the moment. We get so caught up in, I got objection 48215. I got it. It's like it doesn't work that way. I mean, you have to practice. But at the end of the day, I'm very confident that if I can get in front of somebody, I'm going to get the listing. And all of you should be just as confident. They say, that people list with the first agent that they meet. And the beauty about an expired is you come in and you're the hero. I mean, you don't want to be the first agent on an overpriced listing. Being the second or third agent is a home freaking run.
Well, the beauty of it is you can diagnose, right? You can diagnose what did you like about the agent? What didn't you like about it? What were your expectations?
Right.
Were they met? Those types.
And you can be direct.
Yeah.
It's like, no, dude, 320.
Yeah.
Okay. And if he would have said 349, I would have said, have a nice day. See ya. Because
that was going to be a question I was going to ask. At what point do you draw the line?
I mean, if he said let's list it at like 330, I'd probably say okay. But I'd say, look, that's fine, but I want to write in 30 days we're lowering it to 320. Okay. The other thing is we didn't talk about commission. And that's, I've found that when I do a good job on the front end, commission is rarely a discussion. What's your commission? 6%. If you've demonstrated your value, it's really not even a discussion point. If you haven't, and I shouldn't say that. I mean, I had one guy that he's an ex-Marine. He says, I'll give you 5%, take it or leave it, there's the door. Okay, 5%. I mean, listen, I gave up. This just pisses me off. Sorry, Chad. Chad set a phone appointment. It was in Esplanade, which we used to have some friends that called it Esplande. It was in Esplanade, and I called the lady up, and the first question out of her mouth is, will you take it at 5%? And I was feeling confident. I'm on the Listido team. I'm like, no, I won't. I'm worth 6%, and here's why. Blah, blah. She said, okay, have a nice day. Well, guess what? Julie Essig sold the house for $475,000 for 5%. That hurt. Yeah. So, I mean, sorry, but you got to make that decision, and you have to make that decision prior to getting in there. Is that something you're willing to do, or are you going to walk?
Two things. One of them is when we discuss commission, then sometimes I say, well, I'll do better than that. If I represent both parties, I'll take it down to 4, because chances of you actually representing,
slim, yeah.
But then when they hear 4%, it's like, yes. And then when I explain, we don't want to have 3%, anything less than 3% for the agent that actually brings the buyer.
Right.
And then we're going to do a lot of marketing for you, but so here's what I'm willing to offer you, so I'll usually go for that too. But I wanted to ask one more thing.
Yeah.
So have you had people where, instead of being nice and cooperative like he was,
Yeah.
did they say, no, I want my 370 and whatever, and then you just, I walked out the door.
Adios.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
just said, okay,
yeah.
good luck.
I'm very, very, I'm not always that
Don't
confident
take
in my numbers, and being totally honest, there are times, if I'm not confident in my numbers, I've taken the listing, and I shoot myself, because it's just dumb. I shouldn't have taken it, it never ends well, they end up getting pissed off at me. You gotta know your numbers, and you gotta be confident.
The only thing worse than having no listings is having a listing
Yeah.
that is going to
It's painful.
rob you of your time, drain you of your energy, and never sell.
It's painful.
And stressful, because they're constantly
Yeah.
on you, do I have to be
Yeah.
Yeah.
Know your numbers. Know your
You have
numbers.
a house like that too, isn't it, like, kind of bad marketing? I mean, they're gonna talk to other people and say, this guy didn't sell my house.
Yeah.
and-
Yeah. Hey, one thing I didn't get to say was, and I think it's really, I use this on every listing, is that as Keller Williams agents, we have our listings, our leads.
Yeah.
So I actually bring in, this is a Zillow printout. So this is my listing in Trilogy, okay? I'm the only agent listed on this listing. So if Richard's out driving around and he pulls up this listing on Zillow or on Trulia, I'm the only agent that pops up on that screen. Whereas this is another listing down the street. There's 4 agents on here. So what I tell my clients is, I say, Heath, as a member of Keller Williams, one of the benefits to you as a seller is that we have an agreement with Trulia and Zillow, where your listing, okay, I'm the only agent that comes up on that listing, okay? If you don't go with me and you go with someone with Coldwell Banker or HK Lane, you're gonna have 4 agents that pop up on your listing. And I love Sandy Phillips to death, but she knows nothing about your house, okay? So when they call, when they're on Zillow or Trulia, which are the 2 top real estate portals, they're calling me, okay? And I've actually double-ended 3 properties that I can point to this. So make this a part of your listing presentation.
Yeah, Keller Williams
It's
is
really
the only
powerful.
company that has that agreement with Zillow and
It's
Trulia.
really powerful. And print it out, do it on glossy paper or whatever. So, yeah.
Any other questions for Mark?
Yep. Oh, no.
What does your script practice process look like?
Honestly?
I don't like honesty.
I don't have a practice script. I go in, my philosophy is that I want to make a connection with this person. I don't follow a script up. It's probably bad.
Well,
But
but
I don't,
let
I
me-
don't,
let me
I don't
interject,
follow.
though.
I don't follow a script on the listing presentation because it can go so many ways. There's so many.
But
so many
I
options.
would suffice it to say, though, that your listing presentation is in itself a script, right?
It is,
You know
it is.
going in.
Yeah.
You know going in. So
Yeah.
exponentially, you've developed this out
Yes,
over
yes,
time.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I think if you're a new agent, you need to practice. I mean, because
Will your guys practice, right?
oh yeah. Listen, Ozzy and Chad and Parker. I mean, they're constantly practicing. They were just in there practicing. But yeah, if you're new, and even if you're not new, like this scared the heck out of me. Doing this today, like I've been practicing this for the last week. So,
Well, I would have. I wish I would have known that.
oh man, I was nervous. I mean,
Yeah,
because
got hard.
this is not this. Thank you again. I mean, it
Can we
makes
rate
me
you?
better. Huh? So any criticism? Go ahead, Chris.
I
I know you're thinking it. Come on, baby. Let me have it. No, look, I think what you said at the outset is absolutely right. Look, you got to be authentic.
Yeah.
You got to be yourself. Don't try to be John Sloan. Don't try to be Mark Wasserman. Don't try to be Sherry Detman.
So
Be
Mark,
be yourself.
so Mark is direct, okay.
Gets me in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, admittedly, right? But that's your personality type. And if you don't know what your personality type is, we can run a KPA for you, a Keller personality assessment. We can do a DISC for you. In fact, maybe we could do a little class on it to identify what your personality type is, so that you can also determine what's the personality type across the way. I told you I'm direct,
Yeah.
so
Oh.
you cut to the quick
Right,
on
right,
me and said, here's the
right,
price.
right.
Now, if I was more of an S personality or less assertive, you would probably you attempt to
I
tone
would,
it down
I would,
a little
yeah,
bit.
for sure, for sure.
And just adapt to that.
For sure. I tend to, because I'm an ex-cop, I tend to make these are more like an interrogation sometimes. So I have to kind of back off a little bit. Like I'll be like, what? You know, it's like I get the light and put it on their no. But yeah, I think again, it goes back to what I was saying earlier about doing this. This is the easy part.
Yeah.
This is getting here is the hard part. And you've got to do the work on the front end. And if you're calling expireds and you're calling FSBOs, ask as many questions. You'll know going in what the personality type is prior to going in. I mean, Chad will tell me, hey, this guy's nuts. I mean, he's crazy. He was like all over the place. Or, hey, listen, this lady, you know, her husband passed away, and you know she's very upset. So I know going in what I'm dealing with. So.
I have a comment. How much time?
What a shock.
The only thing I can say, Mark, is too many people go into listing appointments and they talk themselves out of getting the listing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So when he was saying I'm direct, and everyone kind of chuckled when you said this is the price.
Right.
No, that's reality. That's how these listing appointments really do happen. A lot of times you'll go in there and they start talking, and you can tell they're ready. Pull out the damn listing
Yeah.
and say, let's sign it, because
And
you
I felt that. I felt that from him. It was like, I'm not going to go into I'm not going to tell him what a great we have great photographers,
No,
and we put up a nice sign. It was a waste of time.
Too many agents, they have a script and they live by the
Yeah,
script
exactly.
to a fault. If someone's saying, you know, starts looking at their watch,
Yeah.
obviously you're ready to go, and you drop the price on him, and he wasn't. Let's go.
I had a lady
Here's
on
the contract.
Saturday. I had her at hello.
Yeah.
I mean, I walked in, and she was like, "Oh my God, you're professional." The other guy was a total moron. When can you start? I was like, "Okay."
My sign's in the car.
Yeah, I mean, seriously.
Shut up and sign. Seriously.
But
sometimes
again-
I have a really great presentation though.
Yeah, but the hard work.
You think you love me now?
The hard work is getting here. The hard work is
Yeah,
getting in
absolutely.
front of the clients. That's the hard work. And
You're
if you're
there
not,
because they want to sign a contract.
yeah, if you're not doing the hard work on the front end,
Always
you're-
keeping in mind that they're probably only interviewing 1 to 3 agents, and a lot of times it's just one.
Yeah, I find it's one. It's one.
And a lot of times they're not as excited about all these papers as you are.
No.
So I have people always say, "What? Let me see how your listing presentation goes." Sometimes, you know, have it there with you.